Hello everybody, Disno here. Welcome back to another SPL 10 recording. This is week 1, Dekzeh versus February Stars with Golden Sun. Both of these guys are like SPL ADV vets. They've like played only ADV in SPL for like, I don't know, I mean, it's gonna be at least, 5 years. They've got an incredible amount of experience, these guys. Dekzeh is probably one of the most competent ADV players of all time, just great builder, understands the gens so well, such a smart player. Going up against Golden Sun, who is probably my favorite player, just makes incredible teams, not afraid to make, rash or crazy plays if he feels it benefits him, and they often pay off. Both of these guys are so good, and I've been looking forward to this game for a while now. I mean, it's going to be an absolute blaster, no doubt. So let's just get right into it. Gonna play it on slow again. So Dekzeh gonna lead lax, not a very common lead versus the most common lead in the game in tar for Golden Sun. Early rock slide miss probably did not matter, judging by the team. This Coon may just have rest. Yeah, Golden Sun's gonna reveal Zapdos here. Dekzeh wants to get some scouting done and just goes for the roar. Reveals it's probably a defensive team. Scarm gonna get off his spikes here, I presume. Now he's gonna predict. Golden Sun's actually gonna predict that he's gonna go to Zapdos here. Kind of afraid of Magneton. Yeah, that team was, it's fairly obvious that Magneton was on the opposing side, and I guess Golden Sun doesn't want to have to lose his Scarm immediately. Probably a pretty smart play, actually. Got a T-Wave on Rachi here now. We're gonna see what variant of Rachi this is. It is Body Slam, so it's, judging by that damage, it's almost definitely an Asterachi, Wish Protect, Fire Punch, Body Slam Rachi. We're going to see Leech Seed from Golden Sun on the Fire Punch. Yeah, that's an Asterachi. The EVs can be slightly different, but the set is always the same. Such a solid mon. It's kind of usually interchangeable with things like Blissey. Kind of gives you a pseudo rock resist type. Well, it is a rock resist really, but it's, yeah, I mean, it doesn't kind of stay in on tower or whatever. It's kind of like a good arrow check sometimes. Really solid mon. Just an absolute noob stomper for sure too. Golden Sun gonna go for the rock slide here on Mence, doing 15% to Coon. Can see what Dekzeh doesn't respond. He goes Mence here on a predicted Zapdos. So let's see what set of Mence this is. If this is HBI Zap or if it's Toxic Zap, you'd imagine Dekzeh would be prompt to switch here, but it's actually got a Toxic of its own. That's interesting. Versus a Thunderbolt. That Thunderbolt's doing 39%. If that Zapdos is offensive, then this Mence almost definitely has HB investment. He's going to switch it out now, fearing maybe what a HB ice. Another Thunderbolt comes out. That's nice from Golden Sun. I wonder, does he have rest on this Zapdos? May well have. Rachi undeniably going to go for a wish here. Needs to get that health back. Most of these Rachis are EV to take about 50-ish, maybe 50 to 60 from Tar's EQ, and he's just going to go to Coon here and get that wish back. That's pretty nice from Dekzeh. Yeah, his team looks quite interesting. It looks like a very original team. Haven't seen much like that in the past. Magneton's definitely interesting there. I suppose there's at least 3 mons on that team that definitely warrant one. In Coon, Lax, Mence, neither of those really like Magneton in general. So yeah, you can definitely see its usage here. Dekzeh going to make a second double here. Goes to Magneton here, predicting maybe a Scarm. Either way, he gets Zapdos. If there's a Dugtrio, I mean, there's unlikely to be a Dugtrio there, but he's going to switch out, predicting one, or just maybe being prepared for one. Doesn't want to get T-waved either. We're going to see Burge in Lax. That's a very interesting name for Lax. Yeah, this is looking to be like a rest Lax to me. Looks like it would have rest, being the set that being the team that it is. Gonna see, yeah, Scarm's gonna come out here. He's gonna stay in a spike. No, he's gonna switch to Tar here. Does Magneton come out? He does. That was a pretty safe play for Golden Sun. Lax was never gonna go for an Earthquake there or anything like that. So yeah, there was nothing to lose from that. And every time Magneton comes out in the Tar, Golden Sun's just getting the pressure, he's getting the momentum, he's getting the, his way. It's going his way. He's playing the game, offensively, and that's how you win games really mostly. Unless your opponent just has an absolute C team. We're going to see a Dugtrio here on the opposing side. It's a very nice roar. Revealing Dugtrio on your opponent's team is always huge. It's got such a huge element as a surprise factor. which also means now that Dekzeh has to be super careful about how he uses Magneton, because if he gets it in on, if Dugtrio does come in on the Magneton, then well, Dekzeh is just in a really bad spot. Not only is Golden Sun going to get up at multiple layers of spikes, but honestly, you know, losing Magneton is just, it's just huge. It's just massive. He definitely wants to get it in on Skarm, and I think that he might have to play for, you know, a sack into Magneton at some point if he wants to catch that Skarm, because like he's not going to have the balls to keep switching it in with the potential Dugtrio in there. So yeah, this is like I wouldn't say it's a bad matchup, but it's just, you have to play it super careful if you're Dekzeh. That hidden power flying is doing 57. If this Mens is bulky, that's a huge amount of damage to be doing. I don't know, maybe is it based on the set of the Celebi? No, it wouldn't be. Looks like a defensive Celebi. Yeah, that Mens has got a very strange EV set, but it looks pretty cool. Definitely nice with Magneton. I'm going to see the CM recover Leech Seeds Celebi, which means that the last move is almost definitely Psychic, and the team being as it is, being so weak to Gengar Golden Sun team, you would presume that it is Psychic, of course. You know, it would pretty much have to be Psychic. Oh, Dekzeh gonna get paralyzed there on the very important turn. It could have easily been a Wish or a Body Slam, but yeah, he says R in the chat. You know, that's very unfortunate, losing your Jirachi like that. I don't think that Asterachi is going to be huge in this game when you consider the fact that, you know, you have got another kind of 1.5 special walls there, but yeah, it's an interesting one. He does reveal Pert as the last, as you presume, getting that rock resist in there, and he does reveal in fact that it is an Asta team. Golden Sun is using an Asta team. It is the Asta Balance. It's a very strong tour game, really tour team rather, really reliable. The only issue is that maybe Mixed Mens, I would say, Mixed Mens plus Spikes especially, is really rough. You know, it's one of those teams that doesn't deal with Spikes too well, and opposing Mixed Mens is really not fun. But interesting though. We're going to see what set this Kun is. With Roar, CM, Rest, we know that it's not Ice Beam, so Celebi does kind of get to sit on it a bit. Dekzeh is going to switch out here and reveal Dugtrio, and that's a huge miss. I don't know if the Leech Seed recovery would have put Celebi out of range of HP Bug here, but it's definitely not living from 71. So it's maybe a bit of luck return. Maybe, I don't know how important that was. Probably not that important as the Rachi power was. But we are actually going to see a revenge kill here in Dougie. HP Bug would not be doing the damage it needs to do against opposing Dougie, so Dougie can trap other Dugtrios, as you see here. Let's see now how Golden Sun responds to that. He's going to go to, responds to Mens rather, he's going to go to Pert. This Pert is Toxic, so it may very well be Refresh, Toxic, Refresh, Surf, Protect, something like that maybe. The last move might be Roar or Ice Beam instead of Protect, but we're going to just see a Surf here, just wants to get rid of it. Interesting actually, he seemed to know that Mens was going to stay in there, and just does take it out. Does he have Refresh? He may not have, based on the fact that he stayed in there. It may have just been a play. It's a pretty nice one at that. Knew that Mens was going to stay in there. Goes Zapdos now on Dog, who is Kun. Does this Zap have Rest? It may not have. It's doing 20 to Lax. That seems like a decent chunk, unless it's just EV'd strangely. It's interesting. I don't know if this Zap has Rest. It may have, it may not have. I mean, I think that with Celebi, it's hard to tell. I don't remember from, I have the team that Golden Sun's using, but I don't remember myself. I'm going to see Tyranitar now come out on the +1 Lax and just go for a Rock Slide. It does get a crit, that's super relevant. This Kun has not broken Eternal Sleep, I don't think. Let me just check. Can I check? No, I can't check, but I don't think it's broken Eternal Sleep here. It's going to try and wake up, and it's going to get Focus Punched. And another crit. Oh damn, that's super unlucky. I mean, I don't think Dekzeh has really been able to play this game with the Dugtrio crit and now the double crit on Kun, the Dugtrio power and the double crit on Kun. That's not fun. That's really not fun. I would not be happy if I was Dekzeh. Anyway, we're going to see Toxic onto Zap here. And Zap is going to respond with a T-Wave. I think Thunderbolt was probably the better play there, especially if Sub was coming up on an opposing Magneton. I definitely would have gone for a Thunderbolt there, but I think this game is looking to be pretty solidly in Golden Sun's favor. I don't see how. I mean, Black is going to have to switch out here definitely, and I don't see how after the 12% from Spikes, plus the Earthquake from Dougie, plus the attack from Tara, it's going to live. So this game does look to be over. Very unfortunate for Dekzeh. You know, I think it was pretty unlucky that he got the double crit there. Kuhn seems to be a bit of a problem for this team, especially if you can wear down that sap. But this game is going to end here on the Doug Trio into Tar attack, presumably, unless Tar gets a bunch of misses, and then Lax reveals itself to be like mono, rest talk mono return or something. But yeah, this game is over. Paralyzed, just to put salt in the wound there, I would say. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but I think Golden Sun played this one very, very solidly, played around Magneton very well, especially in the early game. Both guys are pretty okay with it. They're both friends, you know, as they're saying in the chat here. Happens, yeah, Dex is okay with it. Yeah, a bit unlucky, but is what it is. Hope you all enjoyed. See you again in the next one.